Well, so getting back to my point, babies. Yo, if you can't show up the way you are and a motherfucker don't accept you and you gotta bend over backwards to get them to fucking notice you, look at you, kick out a little extra cake and shit, bitches be like, oh, you gotta pay for this, day, and the third. Yo, stop it. Like, honestly, stop it. And I had to learn that shit the hard way. And the fucked up part is the way that it came, the way that it happened. Like it happened with a motherfucker that I didn't really want to leave. That's the fucked up part. Maybe even later on in life, if he watched this, he'll feel like he'll find out like, damn, she really did like me, she really did want me, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, um, I had to keep jumping through hoops. Like motherfuckers that really fuck with you don't make you go through all that. In fact, they help you so that you don't have to struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like I started seeing the difference in the type of people that I was surrounding myself with. I was surrounding myself with a lot of takers, a lot of victims, um, a lot of people that didn't know how, and a lot of people that didn't change or didn't see themselves past where they are, changing. You know, if you try to speak great things, that's not, that ain't gonna happen to me. Yeah, the fuck, whatever. Like, the thought of dreaming big seems just so retarded to them. Like, yeah, you keep dreaming, and I'll be like, yeah, I will. You feel what I'm saying? Or I dealt with also a lot of motherfuckers, like, and I'm still dealing with that a little bit right now with my kids. And it is, like, a sense of entitlement. You feel what I'm saying? And I get tired of that. You feel me? And right now, I'm removing people. I'm removing the bullies in my life. That's the next segment that I'm working on. People who don't respect me, who think that they can bully me, or and play in my face about it. Like, and what I mean by play in my face about it, like act like they my friend, but then when shit hit the fan, they want to try use shit or people to dangle in my face to keep me in check. And I'm almost there to the point where I can do it without going to jail or getting a protective order. And I'm good. So I'm learning to let go and let God. Because even though I don't see, like, even though I want revenge in my heart, I don't really know what that person living over there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm learning to let God. That's another lesson that I'm learning. I'm learning to let God be God, honestly. And however y'all classify God, however y'all look at God, how whatever your perspective on view on God is, please don't share it with me. Okay? Please don't share it with me. I'm a witch. I do tarot. I don't need you to tell me nothing about Jesus, God, Allah, none of that. Yahweh, none of it. I don't. I'm good. Thank you. Just a heads up to say before I begin on this part of this vlog, this transparency vlog. I don't need that. But getting back to my point, I don't need revenge. I'm learning to let go of revenge. I'm learning to let go of having to always do something about something. Because, see, there are some things that you will be put to the test to. Let me just say that. All right. There are some things that you will be required and you will have to move to. Sometimes you truly are called to fight and you don't have a choice. But a lot of the times there are other ways. There are a million ways to skin a cat, baby. And that's the saying. It's more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm learning to let that cat be skinned in other ways. I'm learning to watch the cat be skinned without getting blood on myself. And it's a beautiful thing. It's kind of bittersweet sometimes. Because when you watch it happen to the ones that forsaken you and who hurt you in such a way and who that you held close to your heart, you know, if you got a good heart like I do sometimes, that shit hurt to watch them go through that shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Sometimes, yo, I don't watch Karma beat somebody ass so bad. I wanted to help him. I wanted to help, and this motherfucker went against me. And Karma fucked them up. And I felt horrible for them. Like, damn, you, you need $20? You need some help? You need a hug, nigga? But I'm learning to let go and let God. Because, and I've said this before, um, it's because, you know what? Just because I don't see it don't mean it's not happening. You know what I mean? Like right now I'm sitting here with you, you probably watching me or listening to me, doing whatever you doing, milling around in the house, at work or wherever you may be. And while we sitting here doing what we doing, it's somebody else in the other side of the world, on another part of the world, probably even maybe next door from us, probably maybe even 3 cars back behind us. Somebody's dying. And then on a whole nother side of the world, or maybe 2 doors down, or maybe next week, or somebody next door downstairs beneath you or above you, somebody's having a baby. You know, just because we don't see it, don't mean it's not happening. Right now, as we talking, somebody's being born, and at the same time, somebody's not. It's just what it is. It's like that's what's happening in their time, maybe not our time, but that's what's happening in their time, and we may hear about it on the news. Most of it gets swept under the rug. But I had to learn to start accepting that when it came down to shit. Because, like I said, I don't know how them people live. Well, actually, I do know how them people live. And it's hard. They living hard. And that's God. They don't know it yet. And if they watch this, they might find out. But that's karma. And the people that they choose to surround themselves with. Them not seeing the error of their ways. And them blaming everybody else, but looking at the part that they played. I can acknowledge that. I can assess the whole situation. I can assess my part in it. A lot of this kicked off really only because I was too passive about a lot of this. Secondly, I'm little. And I've been alone in a lot of my battles when it comes down to my fights. Like, I really be fighting by myself. Like, anytime I got locked up, by myself. Stay in the jail by myself. Anytime that I flipped out, caught a protective order by myself, I got tired of that. And I also started had the peeping game to how motherfuckers was getting mad that I wasn't going to jail or provoking them. And that this time, next time, if I get caught with some shit like that, they better hope. They better hope and pray God I ain't busy. But God gonna be busy that day. I know. But you know, that's all I'm gonna say on that. On that note. I know I don't know when that time gonna come, but I know when the time do come, whenever it do come, whatever may happen at that time. God ain't fitting the answer for them. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart to the top of my soul. with every inch of my being. I mean that. I've been through too much. And I'm still busting ass and working hard to make shit happen. But I needed to let y'all know I didn't forget y'all. I need to let y'all know I'm still working on this. But I'm not perfect. Yes, I'm a spiritualist. Yes, I'm a healer. Yes, I'm here for the betterment of other people, but yeah, I'm still very human. I still go through human emotions just like the next person. I still get mad. I got my tempers. I got my own kinks, you know. But I definitely been keeping to myself for real. Honestly, head down, out the way, at work. I'm enjoying my new job. I don't know if y'all caught the lane yet and caught on to it yet, but it's a dispensary of a cat. Will I tell you? No. Sorry. It's too sensitive information. I got people that don't like me. And I equivalently don't like their asses either. But I like my money better. And there's that. You know, I'm not in this for the money. I've never been into this for the money. I've always been into it for the betterment of people. Why? Because I know that in my lifetime, I have a habit of caring for people more than I care for myself. I have a habit of, like I said, taking on the burdens of other people because I know what it's like to feel like how they feel. Or I know what it's like to be in that position, close to it, can possibly imagine it. Or know enough to know that I can't imagine it and I would never want to be in it, but I know it must hurt to be there. And with that being said, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not for it. Like, I have too big of a heart. But I can't allow myself to be used, abused, and mistreated and then expect people to want to respect me. I gotta put myself on a pedestal. And it don't matter who it is, how I hurt them, or who it hurt. Because if it hurt them for me to demand my respect, then fuck you. Real shit. Listen to how that shit sounds. It bothers a motherfucker because you're demanding for your respect. You shouldn't even have to ask for respect. It should be just given to you. It should be a standard. I had to learn also as well. I can't expect things from people if they ain't giving it to themselves. You feel me? Like I was expecting motherfuckers to respect me and they didn't respect themselves. I was expecting people to love me and they didn't love themselves. I didn't love myself. Yet I'm pouring my all into them. They winning, I'm lacking. And had I loved myself, I'd have kept a little bit that I had for myself to build myself up so I could give more. Now that's where I'm at. I'm building myself up. Do I plan on giving up more? No, I don't think I have a relationship in me right now. I just don't. I'm not focused on that. I don't want to be in love. Me being in love is why I'm rebuilding my life up now. At 33, with 3 kids. Three, three, three. That's why I can't afford to. I can't afford love. It's beautiful and all, but love nowadays involves motherfuckers being homosexuals. Motherfuckers being in love nowadays involve niggas being gold diggers. Motherfuckers being in love now involve being fucking mistresses, side pieces, and condiments and shit. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in breaking another woman's heart. I ain't competing with no other woman. I ain't competing with nobody, not no chick, not no one on this earth but the bitch I was before. And I was the bitch before, and she still reside here. And she sit on the seat with me, even now. And she's the reason why we sitting here having this conversation with y'all. One of the reasons why the disclaimer is coming out, because for a long time I was nice. I was a people pleaser. I didn't want to stir the pot, you know. Um, I'm now realizing how much fear I was moving out of. I was moving out of fear of stirring the pot. I was moving out of fear of hurting feelings. I was moving out of fear of fucking up what I had going on. I was moving out of fear of fucking up the good vibes. I was moving out of fear of being the bad person and being the bad guy. When in reality, I should have been being a bad guy. In reality, I was going to end up being a bad guy whether I held my tongue and spoke the fuck up. So I had to learn that, do that shit. Especially if you get that itching in you to be like, yo, you need to say something. Yo, you should say something. Especially if when you get the urge to say something and what you say or what you think you need to say comes out fluently in your head, like perfectly. On some shit, even if it's on some slick shit, like on some admitting shit. Somebody coming to you and saying, yo, this is the only time, yo, I'm giving you a gimme pass, yo. Did you do X, Y, and Z? And you feel that shit in you like, yo, go ahead on, this your chance to admit it. Admit that shit. Do that shit. See where it take you. I had to stop moving out of fear shit. Because I had to see that no matter which way the cards play, it still played the way that it needed to play. And I ended up being a bad guy either fucking way. I was quiet as a fucking church mouse, and I still ended up being the bad guy. I was provoked, and I ended up getting protective orders. Like, so catch that. Catch that. You're going to be the bad guy whenever you get the urge to do something in your system and it don't sit right. And you'll know. You'll know if you miss that chance because it won't sit right with you for the rest of the day. You'll know if you miss that chance. And it's not always sometimes about, telling the truth, lying, or exposing information. Sometimes it could be simple shit, generalized shit. You'll feel it. You'll know it. It'll come back to you. It kind of haunts you. Do that shit. Take advantage of it when the opportunity presents itself. Don't miss the opportunity to say shit or do the shit you're supposed to do or feel the urge to do when it comes to you. Don't miss it. Don't. Because you never know how long you might have to endure that lesson again before you get hit with that test again. If you can recognize when the test come back round. And most of the time, most people don't recognize the test coming back around. Normally it comes right back around. But most of us don't recognize it until it came around like the third, fourth time. And then we'd be like, bitch, you doing the same shit. You seeing you back on the same pattern I left you for. That's how I go. That's how I go. So, two, leave people where they at when they show you who they are. And listen to them when they speak to you. I learned that was actually a really valuable lesson that I had to learn with what is that? I say this last year with the people that I knew, people I associated with, like really accepting people and really listening to people when they would contact me, when they say they needed something, what they would call about, how they would call. the tone of their voice. Was you calling me to ask me something? Was you talking in a rush, talking fast? You always calling me, asking me for a favor? Are you always negative? You know, I had to start listening, actively listening. And when I started doing that, I was able to cut myself off a lot of drama at the knees. I mean, a lot of drama at the knees. Because I was reading, like, not, I won't say reading between the lines, but like actively listening. And if you read the dictionary or ever read the dictionary, know the definition of word, then really get literal with people. Really. Get literal with people. Such as dating. You listen to people and they telling you, oh, well, I don't really like to do this, that, and third. Pay the fuck attention. Take heed to the shit people tell you about themselves. Sometimes people be subtle about that shit. A nigga will call you up at only 11 o'clock at night, but he don't fuck with you, he wants to fuck you. That's it. That's it. And then whenever he hits you up, it's some sob story, yo. It just be a lot going on. It should be so crazy. So he want a soft space. Because the rest of his life is hard. And he wants you to be that soft space. But he wants you to be that soft space at 11:30 p.m. He don't fuck with you. He wants to fuck you. And you know what's fucked up? Is niggas that I would have taken seriously that I really really liked, and was like, yo, maybe I could see us. Like, I could see us. Even for right now, I'm content with us just being where we are. And these niggas play like that. And then hit me with you don't hit me up no more. What's up, stranger? Hey, with the 6 Ys. Hey, where you been at? Why you don't hit me up? Da, 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 da. I'm busy. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want to link up. No, you can never link up during business hours. And when you want to link up, I'm getting ready for work. So, holla. We don't align. We just don't. There's certain shit I want. There's certain shit I want, my man. Availability is one of them. And if you hit me off the break like that, trust me, that's gonna be pretty much deaded. So yeah, I just been cutting, sticking, moving, and keeping it grooving. Like I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not playing with nobody, and I don't give a fuck who you is no more. I used to let history, ties, affiliations, all keep me bounded to people that mistreated me. I ain't going by that no more. So for all of those that's watching, that's part of the whole, please understand. If I don't acknowledge you as my motherfucking sibling, you ain't my motherfucking sibling. Period. End the story, end the discussion. Ain't no debate, ain't no pleas, ain't no bargains. There is no negotiations about this. Because if niggas wanted to fix it, niggas would have fixed it. And we all too grown to be having other fucking grown people fucking being a mouthpiece for grown motherfuckers. Hell no. I don't do that shit. Cause niggas ain't a mouthpiece for me, so I'm not accepting mouthpieces for anybody else. And that's where I am with that. And we moving the fuck on. There's that. Um, I'm pretty much carrying people like they carry me. So I'm just kind of becoming a little bit more militant um, in my ways. Um, I'm still adjusting. I'm still going through a shift, my damn self. Um, Cause all of this is new. This shit is fucking new. I don't. Like, some of y'all might be laughing and shit. Kiki can't. I really don't. And motherfuckers that know me be like, when the fuck did she do that shit? Why the fuck did she do that shit? I know it's niggas that probably see my shit on IG. Like, why the fuck did she get that shit? Cause I fucking wanted it. And no, I don't feel like it's a waste of money. I like my hair this one. Anyways, I ain't finna hold y'all up because technically on the last video it was 23 minutes. I've been talking for y'all for about almost an hour with both of these videos combined. But like I said, this was my transparency video, y'all. I'm gonna start doing more vlogs. Um, start talking to y'all more about like little lessons that might float in my head. Chop it up with y'all about what I'm going through. Um, and maybe even be more a little bit more transparent in my everyday life. Like honestly, like I ain't gonna hold y'all, like my life ain't made. I look luxurious as a motherfucker right now. Nigga, I'm sitting in a motherfucking room. Everything, like, I'm sitting in a room. It's mine. Like I said, I'm rebuilding my life from being in love with the wrong person. Let me say that. I was in love with the wrong person. And I'm rebuilding my life because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't got no shame in it. Like, I do be angry with myself about that fact sometimes. I ain't even gonna hold you. I do. I legitimately do be mad with myself about that shit. I do. You feel me? Because I shouldn't be. And at one point, I had my shit together. And because of what I allowed someone else to cause me to lose my shit. Someone that didn't even help me get my shit, I allowed them to help me lose my shit. And because the first time, they're the reason why I lost my shit. I was able to double back on the blessing and get my shit back again until it was my actual fault on why I lost it. So, trust me, I definitely learned my lesson. Like I said, I'm accountable as fuck. I know my rules. I know the part and why I played and which way my cards laid. I know why. I was too cautious, too careful, and fearful. And the whole time, I was waging a war inside myself. I stayed silent so long that now it's easier for me to snap. Which is another thing I want to touch bases on, yo, on why you need to say the shit that you need to say when you feel the urge to say it, no matter what it is, no matter how fucked up it may seem, how rude it may seem, or even how tactless, distasteful, or uncouth it is, right? But the reason why that is, and I'm talking to the mature crowd now. I'm not talking about no ratchet dumbass shit. Before anybody be like, yo, this is why, like, no, 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 no. I don't want to hear no dumb ratchet ass shit, cause that shit don't matter here. But when I'm saying like you talking about shit that you feel like it's gonna be emotionally provoking, you feel like the shit you about to say is gonna hurt somebody's feelings, but you don't mean no harm. But that's just what it is. Do it. Say it. When something bothering you and you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, you don't want to hurt your mama's feelings by telling them, I don't want to go over to Aunt Patty's house. I don't like going over there. But you know it's going to hurt her feelings. Tell her that. Say it anyway. Say these things. It don't matter. It don't matter. Because if they fuck with you and they trust you, they gonna eat that shit either way and keep that shit pushing. And they either gonna do better or fall by the wayside. They either gonna ship in or ship out. When they ship out, let their ass ship out. Something I had to learn. Let people ship the fuck out. When people ship their ass on out that motherfucking door, don't hold that bitch open for them to come the fuck back. Close that motherfucker behind them. Don't keep leaving the motherfucking door open, unlocked. None of that shit. Don't keep the code the same to the doors. None of that. Change all of it. You feel me? Like, stop. Stop all of it. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what keeps the fucking cycle going. But getting back to what I was saying, like, the reason why saying shit is important is because, like I said, I'm a lot easier to yell now. Because I don't feel, and I know that stems from me not feeling heard. I'm a lot quicker to raise my voice when I get irritated or when I feel like you're attacking me. I will raise my voice a lot quicker than be subtle like how I'm talking to you now. So take it from somebody that's learning now. Like, don't do that. Don't hold back what you gotta say. Because then you will find yourself in situations where it's not required, it's not called for, and it's uncalled for. It's times that I've had to come back after a situation and be like, you know what? I meant what I said, but I apologize for yelling. I shouldn't have yelled. I shouldn't have raised my voice. In fact, the entire situation never required me raising my voice or yelling. No one was threatening me. No one was doing anything to hurt me or make me irate. That it simply stemmed from me not feeling heard. And me not feeling heard came from me operating out of fucking fear. Something that I need to deal with. All right. So be careful with that. All right. Be careful with making people pay for shit that you need to deal with. Because see, that's what shit a lot of people don't fucking realize or do. You gotta actually deal with this shit. It ain't anybody else's fault to mend and fix you because you're not speaking up for your fucking feelings. It's not. And so, before y'all start having ignorant outbursts, before y'all start, just boofing off on people and losing y'all shit, speak your mind. That's how you can speak your mind more peacefully. Some people do scream meditation, and yes, that is a thing where they scream their affirmation. Some people do scream therapy, like I said, scream meditation, where they take time out to scream, just literally scream to release. Screaming is a form of release. You don't do it till you lose your throat, lose your voice, but and make your throat sore. But you damn sure do it to release. It's like crying. Um, don't hold your emotions back. Um, don't hold your emotions back. Always find an outlet. Always find an outlet. That was one of those things on why me and her stopped being friends. Because she betrayed my trust. And not only did she betray my trust, but instead of addressing me the proper way and like saying something to me about it, she decided to be indirect about it. She decided to try to goad me. And had I fell for it, I would have been locked up. My kids' stuff would have been put out on the street, and I'd have lost the job that I had at that time. I'd have lost. I'd have lost completely. But you gotta be quicker than that, bitch. And that's where I'm at with niggas now, yo. You gotta be quicker than that. I'm not the same motherfucker no more. I have changed and I'm drastically changing piece by piece. Before 2025, before I hit 34, I fuck around and be an unrecognizable person. to the ones that knew me. And that's okay. It was fun, you know? Just like this has been fun. But now I gotta go. I'm gonna upload this video so it can be with part one. We're gonna do this more often because this was quite fun. I enjoyed y'all as per usual. Alright, baby, so stay tuned for the workouts, stay tuned for the readings because we will be coming back with tarot. It will be done a little bit differently because I got these guys on, which they are done by Gorgeous Glow. Yeah, and these bad boys glow in the dark. Hold tight, hold it. Because I want to see something real quick. Do they glow in the dark in the thing, in the screen? Nope, they don't. Damn it. Because I wish I could show y'all my nails. I wish I could see them glowing in the dark and they can't. Damn, homie. But they definitely is. So, anyways. Sorry, Jess. It ain't glow this time. I don't think I got enough sunlight. But in the meantime, yes, the nails are done by Gorgeous Glow. Thank you much. And I will holler at y'all later. Stay blessed, stay beautiful.